Hi, welcome to Divinely Guided Tarot, and welcome to my channel. If you're new, please like, share, and subscribe. And all to my subscribers and my followers, thank you, and I hope you guys are doing well. And to all of those of you who have donated, thank you so much. I just appreciate it. It just keeps the channel going. Thank you so much. And so this love spread is for how they really feel about you. And so I'm taking two different decks, and I'm just going to see what the aspects are of each deck, okay? So Spirit, for the viewer, please. And they're just flipping around. They're hot today. So for the viewer, what does the love interest feel about the viewer? What kind of energy is the love interest sending the viewer? Okay. What does the viewer? Okay, let's see. So what else does the love interest feel for the viewer? What kind of energy is the love interest putting out for the viewer, please? That's it? Alright. That's it. Okay. And what is the viewer feeling about the love interest, please? What is the viewer feeling about the love interest? How does the love interest really feel deep down for the viewer? How does the love interest really dig deep down? How does the viewer feel? How does the love interest feel for the viewer? Excuse me. Yes, thank you. Is that it? Okay, and okay, what are the love interest actions towards the viewer? What is the love interest doing to come back or to come to union with the viewer, please? What action? What action in 3D I'm speaking of is the love interest doing to come together, form a union, a relationship? What action? Okay. And what are the outside influences of the love interest, please? What are the outside influences? What are the outside influences of the love interest, please? What is blocking the love interest from the viewer? What is blocking the love interest from the viewer? Very interesting. Okay. Okay, and the final questions are, what are the actions to come together with the viewer in 6 to 8 weeks? What are the actions that the love interest is taking to come together with the viewer within 6 to 8 weeks? Okay. What actions is the love interest taken to come together with the viewer in the next 6 to 8 weeks, please? 6 to 8 weeks. What action? So let's see. I'm just going to turn them around. We're going to start with the deck on the bottom. I wanted to see whether this person is just feeling more of a sexual attraction to you, or you're feeling more of a sexual attraction to them, because I know sometimes that can happen. So that's why I'm using more of the sexual tarot right now, because I wanted to see the aspects. So the first question I asked was, what does the love interest feel for you, the viewer? And the first card that came out with the sexual tarot is Ace of Swords. Okay, so then what this card speaks of is bonding and coming together, pretty much letting go of things that have failed and giving into new things. So it is the Ace of Swords, so it's speaking of really feeling like a new beginning, almost feeling like they hit a jackpot is what I'm hearing for some weird reason. But yeah, so this is how that person felt, felt about you when they met you, is what I'm hearing. And this is with the sexual tarot, the romance one. Okay, so then with the regular tarot, what came out is a Seven of Swords. So I mean, typically Seven of Swords just speaks of like perhaps secrets, or running away with something, getting away with something. But I feel it's like, what it's telling me, it's like you took their heart away, like you ran away with their heart, is what I'm hearing. And yeah, because see, with the Ace of Swords, what they're telling me is like they hit the jackpot. They're feeling like, ooh, they hit the jackpot, and it's like you stole their heart immediately, is what they're saying. And there's like victory because they found you. So this is how they felt about you. This is how they feel about you. Okay. Which is pretty awesome. I like that. And so then the next question that I asked is, how does the viewer see the love interest? And so you, the viewer, see this love interest as, let's see, the Ten of Cups, the World, and the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so immediately you feel attracted to this person. You met this person and it was just like bang, it was just an instant attraction. Okay, and like with the Eight of Pentacles, what it's speaking about in this deck is like being able to pretty much what the Ace of Swords is. It's like, even though there's imperfections in the relationship, the way that you carry yourself as far as being loving and touchy and just tender, it allows you to grow together. Okay, so this is what the Eight of Pentacles is speaking of in this deck, and this is how you feel about them. And then with the World, it was like, wow, it's like mystical magic, like it's just like a magical attraction with this person. That's what the World means in this deck. Just mystical magic, like just love, like there's such a connection. It's a magical connection, and this is how you feel for them. Okay, so the next question that I asked, oh no, okay, that was just with that tarot deck. So it was almost like you're just feeling like almost the same like that person, your love interest is feeling, because almost like, yeah, like I hit the jackpot finally, like that's how they felt. And so with the tarot card, and the question was, how does the viewer feel about the love interest? It's like taking a leap of faith, just wanting a new beginning, wanting that love, just ready to go, wanting that new beginning with the Ace of Pentacles, and having the knowing that this person, it just feels right with this person. With the priest, the High Priestess, that's what it's like. It's just telling me that you're knowing that this connection is just it could possibly be a new beginning, and it's a true love for you, and you have that feeling and you're truly holding on to this with the Four of Pentacles. You're holding on to this love and you're not letting go, okay? And you're out there taking that leap of faith that you're gonna end up with this person, and I feel like you already know that you are, and I sort of feel like that too. Okay, so let's dig a little bit deeper and see what comes out. Okay. Okay. So the third question is, how does the love interest really, really deeply feel about the viewer, you? And for the romantic tarot, it's the Ace of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. Okay, so you just make them feel like a new beginning. Six of Wands, that's a victory. That's another victory. And it's funny that it came out with the first question. It's like they hit their target. This person has really deep connection as far as wanting a new beginning with you. And this just speaks with the little white dove right here. It speaks of starting over and just having that kind of connection with each other. Okay. And so with the tarot that came out, and the question was, how deep are the feelings for you? Okay. And so with the Ace of Swords, it was immediate, but yet right now it's a 4. It's like, so almost like, I wonder why they're disconnected from it. Maybe you're not together. Maybe they're feeling disconnected, but it was like an immediate attraction. It's something that was very quickly. So perhaps you're not together with this person right now, and that's why there's a disconnect. Okay. And I'll clarify that. Okay, let me see. Let's clarify it now before I forget, because I have a tendency to forget. Okay, so Spirit, can you please clarify the Four of Cups? They felt like a new beginning. Okay, why is the Four of Cups there? Did I take it out and I wasn't supposed to? They just feel like a new beginning, safe. They feel protected with you. Yeah, overflowing of abundance, like love, which is just full of passion for you. And I do believe that the reason the Four of Cups came up is because you're not together right now. With the Seven of Cups, it's like moving towards each other, wanting to move towards you. And you give them protection and just wanting a new beginning. Okay. And so, let's see here. I'm going to move these down. Okay. Readjusting, guys. Sorry about that. Just making sure you guys can see them all. Okay, so next question I asked was, so what are the love interest actions towards the viewer? What is this doing? What is this love interest doing to come together in a union and in a relationship with you? And so what came out was the Four of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Six of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Four of Swords, this is speaking of learning and not being too hard on yourself for mistakes. Okay, so if he's taking actions in the future to come together, it's like he's letting go of us. He or she is letting go of us like a wall, and is learning to I'm hearing learning to accept the failures from the past, and so it's just, this is an action that this person is taking. Okay, and then with the Hephrine, it just speaks of having a magnetic pull together. It's like having a new beginning with the dove, starting over, and just being really like firm and having a strong understanding. So I feel like there's been a lot of learning. So this person's been learning a lot about themselves with these cards. And with the Six of Pentacles, it's just speaking of having that kind of balance together. So just really feeling comfortable, having a really good balance with one another. So, but I do feel like this person is going through a change as far as just not being so hard on themselves is what I'm hearing. And that must be right, because look at the Judge. The Judgment card came out. So this person they judge themselves pretty hard. And remember, the question is what is the love interest doing to move forward, to be with the viewer? And so this person is going through a sort of awakening and sort of learning not to be so hard on themselves, because I feel, and I could definitely feel it, that this person has just learned a lot from being with you and coming into contact with you. You broke down a lot of walls that have allowed for this awakening to happen. And so they're out there and just getting just more wisdom. I feel like this person is getting wisdom with the King of Cups. He's just learning to love himself, he or she. Definitely becoming more in their skin, becoming more firm with themselves, being able to, they want to support you. And I feel like they just were not at that space where they felt like they could support you. And so right now they have been going through this transformation. They've asked, you know, what's wrong with them. And so I feel like this person is seeking guidance and just learning to stand on their own 2 feet right now. So this person isn't with you because, like, I feel like they're just being awakened and just learning to be who they are is what they're telling me. But definitely seeing that you brought this out in them. It's like you taught them how to bring down these walls. Okay, and so this person is taking actions by letting this rebirth happen with the Judgment, and just becoming more firm and, you know, really digging deep within themselves, but finding strength within himself too, and standing his ground. And that's how this person is able to work his way back to you, he or she. Okay, and what are the outside influences? In other words, what is blocking the love interest and the viewer? What is blocking them? That's my next question. And so Ace of Wands. So look at that, 3 aces in just matter of back to back. It's like this person just sees it as a new beginning with you. I just feel that. But what are the outside influences? Ace of Pentacles, because that's a very strong wanting and desire of passionate being with someone. With the Sun, like it came out already, because you make them feel like protected and just like a new beginning. So, and then 6 of Swords. So 6 of Swords speaks of returning and leaving. In this deck, it speaks of leaving and just learning from where you've been, and this gives you a new beginning. With the Judgment card, it just seems... Okay, let me get them all out so I can see all together. Okay, so then the Three of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that the outside influences are, okay, so definitely wanting a new beginning, definitely feeling this passion with you. But with the Six of Swords, I feel like this person has had to walk away from another individual. They've perhaps they're waiting for this third person, because it was a third party situation. With the Three of Cups here, it's telling me this is how they feel about you, but this is what they're going through. So I feel like with the Judgment card, there could be some kind of legalities going with this third party individual, because with the Two of Pentacles, it was just not a balanced, it was just a relationship that was not balanced. And so this is what is blocking you from the love interest. So there's my answer. It's a third party individual that's blocking your love interest from you. Okay, and so with the tarot cards, the ones that came out are the Death card, okay, Temperance, okay, sorry about that, guys, the Eight of Pentacles, okay, let's see here, Eight of Pentacles, here's Judgment again, okay, it came out twice, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, it flipped in the air. I don't know if you guys saw that, because I don't really shuffle for my cards to be in reverse, so when they come out in the reverse, it means they're supposed to be in reverse. It's sort of flung. I don't know if you guys saw it, but okay, so the Seven of Cups. Okay, so with the tarot deck, what it's saying is that this person is going through a definitely through a transition, a kind of place where something's coming to an end. There's been a lot of spiritual guidance towards this movement, and I do see that with the Judgment card, it is some sort of legal battle, but this love interest is working at it. With the Eight of Pentacles, this love interest is working on it because they want to come together and start like a family with you, is what I'm hearing, okay? And the only thing that is blocking you guys is this pentacle, this Knight and Pentacle in reverse, because there's no communication. At this point, there's no communication because there's still some kind of justification that needs to be made, or some kind of balance that needs to be brought in to this relationship. But I do see that there is going to be a point where this person is able, okay, they're telling me they've already chosen where they need to go, but it's this lack of communication that they haven't put out. So I'm supposing that with this person, you haven't talked to them for a while. So that's what's blocking. That's what's blocking you guys. And with the fact that there's a third party situation and this person is trying to move past that, and I do see that there's some kind of divorce issue or something like this, some kind of a breaking up of property and money. And so this is probably why the the Knight of Pentacles came out in reverse, okay? But I did hear they chose. It's just that it's a matter of time. And okay, so the last question is, what is the actions taken to come together with the viewer within the next 6 to 8 weeks, okay? And so that was the question. What is the love interest doing to come together in 6 to 8 weeks with the viewer, which is you? Okay, so the Ace of Chalices, which is the Ace of Cups. I'm telling you, you guys got all the aces today. It's crazy. So this is just like new beginnings. Eight of Swords, and I'm just so excited for you guys. It's awesome. And Nine, King of Pentacles, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so what this is telling me is that this person is motivated to move back into your life. Okay, with the Ace of Chalices is just speaking of that love and not being able to find that with anyone else except for with you. With the Eight of Swords, it's like being binded together again, another binding together. It's like just connected, being able to be more spiritually driven by this relationship, and which is the same thing that I got from Temperance. It's like you guys are being guided together, and there's just a balance that's created between both of you. And so with the Eight of Swords, it just speaks of being able to see things clearly, and as far as relationships and decisions and where they've been. Okay, and so with the King of Pentacles, it's talking about a new beginning with the little dove right here. There's a little dove right there, and it's just like being like, this is the energy that your love interest is at right now. Like they're feeling strong, they're feeling like they can do anything, they're on top of the world. And I do see that they're going to make some kind of movement, because with this Three of Pentacles, this one speaks of rebuilding and coming together and giving in to things that have gone wrong, and still still feeling that love for each other. It's like coming together, reuniting, definitely just giving in to each other. So that's a beautiful meaning for that Three of Pentacles in this deck. And with the tarot, so the Wheel of Fortune, so this is just telling me that karma has ended for this person, and so it's just a matter of fact, and it is gonna happen. I do believe that it is. Yes, see, there's a knowing, there's an intuitive knowing to this connection. And so this person is also battling other people's voices, other people's whispers in their ears. It could be about, you know, maybe telling them they're foolish. But this is a soulmate connection, guys. This love interest that you're inquiring about, this is a soulmate, and there's a great pull to it. And I feel like your love interest is hearing things as far as, oh, you're crazy, or, you know, why would you want to go with that person, or whatever. But definitely with the moon, things have transpired, and I believe that your love interest see things, they totally see things different. Yeah, like even with the High Priestess, like I knew that this person has this kind of knowing, and they know that they belong with you. And I believe it's because there's such a pull, and it's a soulmate. It's not like a no-nonsense kind of relationship, and they're definitely being pulled to you. And I do feel like it's going to happen within the next 6 to 8 weeks, okay? Because the question was, what are the actions taken to come together with the viewer in the next 6 to 8 weeks? And definitely, bang, it's going to be there. It's just a matter of time, okay? So this is how they truly feel about you, and I feel like you have a lover returning, and this is a soulmate, guys. Ooh, I love it. I got chills. So thank you. I hope you guys like this. Please leave me your comments, and like, share, and subscribe. And thank you so much. Have a good day.